Hey, Philip Giles here. I wanted to do a video today. I was thinking about communities and how the communities have changed over the years. Did you hear that? I was thinking about when I grew up. I guess I was really fortunate because I lived in a little community that was a mile square. Take away a zoo and golf course. So there's probably only, 8,500 to 9,000 people. But in the middle was the elementary school, baseball diamonds, which you could play football or soccer in. They flooded in the winter. You could have a hockey, little ice rink for hockey, and a swimming pool, and then a community center and a library. So it wasn't very far away that I could always go there. So I could go there and play baseball. I could go there and go swimming, during the summer. But what I realized was it was a real community. We knew our neighbors. And I guess the interesting part was, because back then, families were more than just two kids. There were 3, 4, and 5 kids in a family, like I'm one of 5. And so a lot of the people that I knew, my siblings also knew their siblings, right? So our parents knew each other also. So there was a lot of, it wouldn't be a big deal to just be gone most of the whole day. Oh, where'd you eat lunch? Oh, a group of us went over to this house today, and, so maybe we'll come over here tomorrow for lunch and somewhere else, the next day. And, it was safe. It was a very safe community. I get on my bike, I'm gone for hours, And I usually tell my mom where I'm going, but once you get to a certain age, whatever, you're just gone. And it's not a big deal. And nowadays, we're overprotective, but probably for reasons, there was a child killer when I was growing up, but I was a little bit older. He was preying on younger kids because I was probably a teenager then when that happened. So, but nowadays, you hear about abductions all the time. And, we used to ride our bike to school or walk. Even in the winter, we'd walk. And that was common. I crossed major intersections with crossing guards to get to school. 4 lanes, 50 miles an hour. A median, 4 lanes, 50 miles an hour the other way, north and south. So we don't see that anymore because now you have buses. But the community, that's what I realized is that one of my high school reunions, the thing that I just pointed out, and if you listen all the way to the end, I'll teach you some lessons about it and some reasons for it. But the communities, like I said, siblings and siblings, so we knew family. Well, nowadays, think about your community and your neighbor. Who do you know in your neighborhood? I did live in a community for about 10 years. And that was nice because we had a lot of in common and a lot of same age, kids going to school and the parents roughly the same age. But now I've been in a house for 2 years and I really don't know any of my neighbors, But actually, my backyard backs up to a golf course, so I'm usually in the backyard. So I'm really not out socializing, out front or on the front porch or walking around the neighborhood. Although I walk around a little bit. But even driving, I drive through really early in the morning, but when I come home at night, I hardly see anybody outside. And actually, we were coming back from something on the weekend. I think it was a weekend day. I was like, oh, there's some kids outside. I've never seen any kids outside. There's some kids I hear playing in a pool. Some kids I see playing a little basketball outside. But really, the communities have changed, and I think part of it is the influx also of the other cultures. Because, other cultures from the East, they weren't raised in a community like I was, and so it's not real common to talk to your neighbors or really be sociable. So I think that's one of the big things about it. But leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about it, Are there still communities out there? We're really pretty tight-knit that everybody. It's pretty safe to go around and kids can walk around or play outside or ride their bikes in a safe environment. Or, do you know your neighbors? Do you have, yard picnics outside? Do you do events outside? partake in them. And if you do have the events, do you ever go to one? Is there a lot of people there? But yeah, times have changed for sure. And we were just talking, you know, if you live 100 years, I mean, you see a heck of a lot. A lot of changes, a lot of things going on. So it's interesting to talk to somebody who's lived for a long time. They've seen a lot of changes through life. So that's what I was thinking about today, was just communities. I think the influx, and also the two-parent households, and of course also, you know, kids aren't playing baseball or going swimming or doing stuff outside, playing video games, you know, in front of a computer or electronic, you know, electronic toy, I guess. So that's the reason I think. Well, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. All right. Appreciate you.